Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. Juvie Juice. Urban South Brewery's Juvie Juice. Half and half hard iced tea and lemonade. I bought this at a local, it was either a Walmart or a convenience store. But they're around. Urban South Brewery, New Orleans, Louisiana. Malt beverage with natural flavors. This hard iced tea with lemonade is made for easy sipping in the South or wherever you back that thing up. Independent craft brewer. I didn't see any video reviews of this. I saw some promotional videos. It's a clear cylindrical can with the adhesive label. Okay, so yeah. Store cold, drink fresh. Okay. It's about 3 months old. 3 months and 3 days old, so it's not as fresh as it could be. But stores don't rotate. Okay. And I just pulled it off the shelf. Alright, I guess it'd be alright. Iced tea. What's clear? Okay, so it's a straw clear appearance, so they're obviously not adding coloring to it. With the light shining through it, it's lemon yellow. Now it might look different with the light shining on it. Yeah, it looks more golden there. Clear, bubbly. What are the malts? Haha, you won't find out. What are the hops? You won't find out. If it's a malt beverage, it must contain hops. So we know it has hops. That's the law. Has to contain hops. A beer does not, because they make sugar beers. Those seltzer beers, you know, like White Claw, they're made out of sugar cane, but they're considered a beer using a substitute for malt, like sugar cane, and they don't have to have hops. But a malt beverage definitely does, and not just a trace amount. But I don't remember the exact number per barrel or whatever. But there is a schedule for that. Believe it or not, you know, the government has regulations for how an old-fashioned should be legally made, but try enforcing that. But they can't enforce these because they're on the shelves and they have the Tax and Trade Bureau that can enforce it. Just like the Louisiana Department of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms enforces beverages here. But I mean, they mostly enforce, you know, preventing underage sales or selling after hours in certain parishes. You can't sell after 2 a.m. or before 6 a.m. You know, things like that. It smells musty, not old or outdated. It just smells. Oh man, I thought the heater was off. Sorry about that. This a little heats the room up. I'll put it back on later. Yeah, musty. I don't know what kind of tea. They don't tell you much of anything. Let's go with the taste. Oh, any lemon? Maybe. I think that's what's making it smell like that. Lemons. It could be like slightly turned or something. Let's go with the taste. Definitely get sugar. A little touch of lemon. Get the beer base. You know, like the way these things are made is and I've talked about this before with other products like Mike's Hard or Mike's Harder. They take barley malt and they may use some corn products as an adjunct. And it's almost like they distill it down to where it's a vodka-like substance. No aroma, no flavor. They hope. They want the flavor to come from like the tea, the lemon, the sugar, that kind of thing. All right. Half and half. Half tea, half lemonade. It's pretty bland, like there's not a lot going on with it. To compare this to the Arnold Palmer half and half or the Mike's half and half, or the Monaco cocktails, that's liquor based, half and half. They have some iced tea now. Or Twisted Tea, it's a shambles compared to those, really. Those things are really strong tea flavor, and they'll go into detail on what kind of tea they're using and so forth, but it's like weak iced tea. Like if you made tea and then you use the bags later again, and you just pick up a little residue of tea flavor. Some people do that. They may be short on money, or they're just super tight. But it's pretty bland. The way it came out the can, it looked strange, you know, so pale. There are more and more craft companies doing this now. Craft beer companies doing like flavored malt beverages, such as the tea things. They're trying to do like Four Loko type products with what I mean, like with the strawberry flavor, the grape flavor, and lots of sugar and high alcohol. This one's only 5 though, of course, like I said earlier. Then they got craft beer companies making adjunct lagers. You know, this is just like Miller High Life, except it costs 3 times as much. Those kind of things, I don't get that. I don't understand that, because I thought the whole idea with craft beer was to get away from what you could just buy at the store. You know, like Pabst Blue Ribbon, no knock against that. But it's like craft beer companies kind of lost their way. And this is more evidence of that to me. It might have settled. Maybe the tea settled to the bottom. Well, let's hope, because I'm not tasting much here. Am I tasting bad? No. Does it taste offensive or off or bad or lousy? Nah. It just tastes mostly like tap water. New Orleans tap water. Which I drink tap water in New Orleans, no problem. Always did. But, I mean, that's not remarkable. When I went to Gibraltar, Spain, Spanish Africa, on that recent trip, I drank the tap water. I didn't drink bottled water. Well, I did drink one thing of bottled water, but I just drank tap water. And I was reading on the websites like, well, it's safe to drink it in Spain. It tastes strange, you know, it's not like normal tap water. And it tastes exactly the same as here. All right, like every time I drank out the faucet, it tastes exactly the same as here, so it was no difference. Okay, this is extremely bland. At least I didn't put too much sugar. Like if you go to Wendy's and get the sweet iced tea, it's almost unbearable, you know, it's so sugary. I can't give this much of a score. It's got that little, it's got to be probably using Meyer lemons, so it had that kind of meaty flavor, and there's virtually no tea flavor. Maybe they forgot to put the tea in this batch, you know, but I mean, it really tastes like there's no tea in it, and it looks like it. So you know, I bought something from Urban South once before, and it was supposed to be a Pilsner, and it was obviously a Hefeweizen, and they had put the wrong thing in the can, so they're not that happened. And I was like, this cannot be a Pilsner. That it was I don't know, the one with the peacock, the flamingos, lawn ornaments, whatever that one's called. It's supposed to just be really, it just tastes like kind of like Miller Lite, but and it obviously had the Hefeweizen in it, which was insane. But I'm gonna give this a C-. I mean, it's marginally okay. It's not bad, but it was a waste of over $3. I know that much. So give it a 70 out of 100. C-. It's like nearly bad. And if you see it, I would not buy it, but maybe yours has tea in it. So anyway, it's a wreck. Are their beers real popular around here? I mean, a few people buy them. I don't know if any Louisiana. There's some Louisiana craft beers that are popular, but mainly is Abita seems to have the sales. Parish was big for a while, but it seemed like that's slipping. Bayou Teche basically off the shelves now. They're pretty much gone. Gnarly Barley has a little bit of a presence, yeah. Covington Brewery's out of business. That they're going. It was a different brewery than it. Chafuncta's still around. I don't know how they're making money, but maybe they have sales on the north shore of the lake. There was some in West Louisiana went out of business. I guess Crying Eagle is doing all right. They mostly big around Lake Charles, close to the Texas border. There's some North Louisiana breweries seem to do well. Great Raft seems to be doing well, but like I say, most of their sales probably Northwest Louisiana, East Texas. Flying Tiger Brewery, yeah, they probably big in Northeast Louisiana, Southern Arkansas, Western Mississippi area. But their beers do trickle down over here. Well, anyway, I'm not here to. I like to support local beers, of course, but I'm not here to keep them in business. If their beer is really good, I'll give it a score that's high. If it's marginal like this, I'm gonna give it a marginal score. So C minus. Sorry, I was looking forward to something much better, but it is what it is. And we're gonna end this review by saying, y'all go to New Orleans and visit Urban South Brewery.